Whenever we enthusiastically start something, it can be a new project or a new habit. The initial force is so great that it takes off from our inertia immediately to an escape velocity. By doing so, we usually feel very contentful and mission accomplished. But what usually follows immediately after this stage is a rapid loss of motivation and comes back to the inertia again. Unlike in real physics, this time, it requires even more energy and motivation to start over again. Because this time the inertia is somewhat stronger than previous due to various chemicals in our brain. Even if you start over again, gaining all the required energy, the odds are that it happens again to touch the inertia. So, what's happening here? You have enough motivation, you could even manage to start and continue for a few days, but all of a sudden, what is that strange mistake that brings us down to inertia again? It is nothing but our lack of a special skill to forcefully postpone some segments of the task that we initiated. David decided to go to gym. He is fascinated by those ripped and toned body images and wants to see himself in those pics. As soon as he decided, he bought all the necessary primary things and took a membership in a nearby gym. He went for a few weeks and then stopped. If you ask him, he says, it is not so easy, it is not for him, he is not that type of guy, etc. If you carefully observe what exactly happened in those few weeks, David actually tried every instrument lying around in that gym simply because he was not patient to follow a regulated program. Since he tried every instrument in a short period of time, first of all, his gratitudes to using those instruments was satisfied. That means he is not actually motivated to have himself a toned body, but to see himself using such instruments. Unfortunately, he himself does not know this before. Once he used those instruments for a few weeks, his gratitudes was satisfied, and he realized that his real intention is not actually to get the body shape or health, but only to have the experience of using such instruments or to feel the presence of the gym environment. Patrick is fascinated in business. All those days, he only dreamt of having his own company. But after he invested his effort and money, even within a year of registering his business, he closed it. When he is closely counseled, the output is as follows. He dreamt of the office space, computer desks, tables, well-dressed employees, and everyone respecting and greeting Patrick. But once he started the business, what he imagined is not exactly as he's supposed to do. Business is something completely different. It is about creating value to the customers. It needs a vision and resilience. Whatever you intend to do or embark on a project that you have never tried before, first of all, learn the art of postponing, part of that stuff that you are actually over-enthusiastic about. By doing this, your motivation still persists because you have not yet experienced what you have previously imagined to do. Meanwhile, you will learn the required skills and practice to understand what exactly the current project is all about. When you make the project successful or after you become successful in your business, those imagined things will spontaneously approach you. When you go to the gym to use those instruments, postpone that eagerness to use them. Stick with the program. Just visit the gym for a few days or even weeks, only to habituate the regularity or persistence. Use your laziness and procrastination skills there for the betterment of your habits. First few weeks are very important. It is only in those days we will be over-enthusiastic and do overtime duties without a pause. We think we are dedicated and feel proud of ourselves. If this continues for a few weeks, it eventually leads us to the burnout and drains the motivation completely. It is in these first few weeks we need to strictly stop working after a few hours a day. Strictly postponing a few segments of the work for the next day, no matter how motivated and energetic you are, helps you to develop persistence and endurance, which ultimately leads us to success. Thank you for watching. Please do not postpone to subscribe.